Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another great podcast here at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be bringing you bad news.
That's right. Actually, what we're really going to be bringing you is language to talk about bad news.
Exactly. So maybe you have to give bad news to your boss, to your parents, I don't know, somebody, and we're going to be teaching you how to do this in English.
Well, obviously, it's always difficult to tell somebody bad news, but in your second language, it's even harder. So we're going to try and help you today with some great phrases and vocabulary items.
We're not going to preview anything today. Let's go directly to our dialogue where we will be in a company and one of the employees is going to be giving bad news to his boss. So let's listen.
Now that we've been over the gory details of our disastrous first quarter, Ed, give us some good news. How are things looking for us in terms of sales this month?
Well, would you like the bad news first or the really bad news?
What? Ed, don't tell me you only have bad news.
Well, sir, our sales have dropped. No, plunged. 50% in the past month alone. We are currently overstocked and overstaffed, and our profits are falling fast. The market is in recession, and we have no way of moving our inventory or getting rid of our staff. If we consider redundancies, it would cost us a fortune because of the new regulations governing compensation packages. It's a real mess.
For crying out loud, how fast are we losing money?
How can I put this? Let's just say that at this pace, we will be filing for Chapter 11 in less than 3 months.
What? Jeez, how could this have happened? So what's the bad news?
Oh, that's the really bad news. Our suppliers suffered QC problems, and, well, half of our production is faulty. We're going to have to recall all items sold in the last quarter, and the worst part, we're going to have to shoulder this cost.
Are you joking? Get the supplier on the line now. They have to assume the cost of this mess.
We tried that, sir. The factory has gone under, and the owner apparently has fled the country.
Oh, we're doomed.
There's some really good news, though.
Really? What?
I got offered a new job.
All right, it sounds like a pretty tough time for this company, doesn't it?
But good news for the employee, he won't be jobless.
Well, I guess he knows when to get out. But why don't we take a look at some of the language now in Language Takeaway.
Language Takeaway.
So in Language Takeaway today, we have 5 vocabulary items, and well, let's start with the first one.
All right, so the boss, he's talking about the gory details of our disastrous first quarter. So let's look at the phrase gory details.
All right, so gory details.
Gory details.
This sounds kind of strange. Gory details. It seems very scary.
Well, the word gory comes from gore, like blood and guts, right?
Exactly. That's why it sounds a little bit scary to me.
Yep. So gory details mean all the little details of a negative or shocking or bad situation.
Okay, so the gory details of the meeting, so all the nasty and negative stuff.
Or the gory detail, or you could say the newspaper reported all the gory details of the murder.
Okay, very good. So gory details. So the employee was talking about how bad the company was doing, and he mentioned this word redundancies.
Redundancies.
They are considering redundancies.
Okay, so redundancies, again, it's based on the word to be redundant.
All right, and that means?
To not be needed anymore.
Okay, so redundancies are basically firing people.
It's, well, laying people off. People that you don't need anymore, they are redundancies.
All right, so this is actually a British term, redundancies, to become redundant, because in American English, you would just say layoffs.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
All right, so moving on. They were talking about redundancies and maybe they should or shouldn't lay some people off, but one of the problems were the regulations governing compensation packages.
Okay, so regulations governing compensation packages.
Regulations governing something.
So we have a noun governing noun. Well, what does that mean?
All right, so I think it would help us to understand this a little better if we listen to some examples of this pattern, noun governing noun.
Example 1.
I don't agree with the regulations governing income taxes. People shouldn't have to give away their hard-earned money.
Example 2.
We need to protect the environment. Therefore, there will be new policies governing corporate levels of pollution starting next month.
Example 3.
The lack of regulations governing city transportation has led to many traffic accidents. Okay, great examples. And, well, before we move on, this compensation packages, I guess it's all the things that the company gives you when they lay you off, right?
Right. Maybe a certain portion of your retirement benefits
And
or
like a month's pay,
Yeah.
etc.
Yep.
Okay, compensation packages. All right, so moving on to our next item on language takeaway, we have to shoulder the cost.
to shoulder the cost.
All right, so if I shoulder something,
You have to carry it.
I carry it.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one. So basically, it's the same as the shoulder, your body.
Yep.
So you carry this cost or you carry this responsibility.
Yep. So you might also hear shoulder the burden.
To shoulder the burden.
Yeah. So it just means to carry the responsibility.
Okay, to share it.
Yep.
All right, interesting. And we have one more word on language takeaway. And the factory has gone under.
To go under.
All right, to go under.
When something goes under, a company goes under, it goes bankrupt.
It goes bankrupt. So it's not working anymore.
That's right.
All right, so to go under. Great vocabulary items here on Language Takeaway today. It's time for us to move on to the next segment of our show where we're going to look at some phrases. So let's start now with Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
All right, so we've got some phrases that you can use when somebody's going to tell you some bad news, but also some phrases you can use to deliver bad news.
All right, so let's start with our first phrase.
So the boss is getting ready to prepare for this bad news, and he says, "Lay it on me."
He's like, okay, lay it on me.
Lay it on me.
So if I say this, lay it on me, I'm just saying, tell me.
Exactly.
So give me the bad news. Mm-hmm. All right, so lay it on me. Very informal, though.
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of informal. But our next phrase, the boss is hearing about all this bad news, and he says, "For crying out loud."
For crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
All right, so this is a very common phrase of frustration.
Yep.
Right? So why don't we listen to some examples to kind of understand how we use this phrase?
Example 1.
For crying out loud, when I tell you to have the report done by Wednesday, that means I expect it to be on my desk by the end of the day.
Example 2.
We've got to figure out a new marketing strategy for crying out loud.
Example 3.
For crying out loud, you just got your driving license and you already got in an accident?
So it kind of reminds me of "oh my god."
So you're frustrated. You're just saying this phrase as "oh my god" or something like this.
Yeah. It's like, "Oh, this is so annoying."
Exactly. For crying out loud.
Yep.
All right. Moving on to our third phrase. How can I put this?
How can I put this?
So the boss asked him a direct question and he said, well, how can I put this?
So we use this phrase, we want to say something maybe a little bit more indirectly.
Right, so you're looking for words of how you can make it softer or more polite. Maybe
Yep.
the truth or what you're about to say is a little bit strong, so you want to soften it up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say, how can I put this? But then you have to complement it with, let's just say that.
Let's just say that.
Let's just say that.
So how do we use this phrase?
So, for example, somebody asks me, well, what do you mean? Why can't you come on vacation with us? Mm-hmm. And I would say, how can I put this? Let's just say that in 9 months you will hear the pitter-patter of little feet.
Okay, so your girlfriend's pregnant.
Exactly. So you're not saying, my girlfriend is pregnant.
You're giving like a metaphor.
A metaphor of
Yeah.
what's going on. But you don't want to say it directly.
Yeah.
Right?
Another example, I might say, let's just say that Michael isn't doing a great job.
All right. So maybe there are very strong reasons or he's doing very, very poorly.
Right, but I'm just sort of not saying it exactly directly that he's doing bad.
Okay, very good. So it's a phrase that you can actually use a lot. And to be a little bit more polite or a little bit more indirect when you're giving somebody some bad news.
Exactly. Two nice sort of complimenting phrases for delivering bad news, and why don't we hear them one more time in the dialogue?
Now that we've been over the gory details of our disastrous first quarter, Ed, give us some good news. How are things looking for us in terms of sales this month?
Well, would you like the bad news first or the really bad news?
What? Ed, don't tell me you only have bad news.
Well, sir, our sales have dropped. No, plunged. 50% in the past month alone. We are currently overstocked and overstaffed, and our profits are falling fast. The market is in recession, and we have no way of moving our inventory or getting rid of our staff. If we consider redundancies, it would cost us a fortune because of the new regulations governing compensation packages. It's a real mess.
For crying out loud, how fast are we losing money?
How can I put this? Let's just say that at this pace, we will be filing for Chapter 11 in less than 3 months.
What? Jeez, how could this have happened? So what's the bad news?
Oh, that's the really bad news. Our suppliers suffered QC problems, and, well, half of our production is faulty. We're going to have to recall all items sold in the last quarter, and the worst part, we're going to have to shoulder this cost.
Are you joking? Get the supplier on the line now. They have to assume the cost of this mess.
We tried that, sir. The factory has gone under, and the owner apparently has fled the country.
Oh, we're doomed.
There's some really good news, though.
Really? What?
I got offered a new job.
All right, great. So this topic of filing for Chapter 11 is actually very recent, very common now, because recently one of the biggest companies filed for Chapter 11 in the US.
Yeah, that's right. But I often get confused by the phrase to file for Chapter 11 versus to file for Chapter 13.
All right, so in the United States, the bankruptcy law has different chapters or different sections, right?
Yep.
And Chapter 11 is basically for companies that run out of money, that go bankrupt, so they have to declare themselves in bankruptcy.
Yep.
And so they file for Chapter 11.
But what about Chapter 13?
Chapter 13 is for people.
Ah, okay.
So people who have large debts, maybe with the car company or the telephone company, and they can't pay, they file for Chapter 13. They say, hey, I don't have money, I can't pay.
All right, and so I guess here it's kind of a metaphor again. You know, it's this phrase to file for Chapter 11 or Chapter 13, meaning bankruptcy.
Right.
And people will say personally that they're filing for Chapter 11.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right. So this is an interesting situation because if you file for bankruptcy in some countries, you can go to jail.
I read recently about this happening in Dubai, actually.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there is prison for debts. In the U.S., you don't go to prison for debts.
But what about in your countries, listeners? What happens when you go into debt in your country?
Or what happens when a company goes into bankruptcy.
Bad news moments feel heavy, even in your first language. In English, the pressure can feel stronger. Your goal is control. Control of tone. Control of pace. Control of the first sentence. When you speak with control, you sound reliable. People may still feel shocked, yet your message stays clear. This is the skill that makes workplace English sound mature and steady. Start with the setting. Many bad news conversations happen in a meeting room, on a video call, or in a quick chat after a calendar alert. People are busy. People want the point. A long intro feels weak. A clear start feels strong. You can speak with respect and still be direct. This balance is the heart of professional communication. Keep your message organized in your mind. One track is the fact. Another track is the impact. Another track is the next step. You do not need long sentences for this. You need clean structure. This structure helps you stay calm. It also helps the listener follow your words. When emotions rise, structure keeps the conversation from turning into noise. In business English, some words carry strong emotion. A phrase like gory details signals unpleasant specific. It can sound dramatic. Use it with care. It fits when the listener already knows the situation is ugly. It does not fit when the problem is small. Word choice sets the temperature of the room, even when your voice stays calm. Another word that signals shock is plunge. It is stronger than drop. It paints a fast fall. In a business update, plunge feels urgent. It can trigger stress in the listener. Use it only when the change is large. If you use strong words for small problems, people stop trusting your language. Consistency matters in professional speech. Inventory is a neutral word, yet it can carry stress in a recession. When inventory sits, cash feels stuck. Teams feel pressure. People start to question strategy. In modern workplaces, inventory lives in dashboards and spreadsheets. People see the numbers on phones. They react fast. Your English needs to match this speed with short sentences and clear meaning. A company can become overstocked. That word signals too much product. The storage space looks full. The systems show high count. Sales teams feel blocked. Marketing teams feel tension. When you say overstocked, you are not blaming a person. You are naming a status. Status language is safer than blame language during bad news. Another term that raises emotion is redundancies. It feels formal. It sounds colder than layoff. It signals people may lose roles. In a modern company, this topic spreads quickly through group chats and quiet hallway talk. When you mention redundancies, keep your tone neutral. Keep your sentences short. Avoid dramatic words that increase fear. Regulations governing pay and exits can make decisions slow and costly. The phrase regulations governing sounds official. It fits boardrooms and policy documents. When you use it, keep your voice steady. Do not rush. This phrase often appears when leaders discuss constraints. Constraints matter in bad news, and the language needs to sound precise and calm. A compensation package is another formal term. It connects to money, benefits, and separation terms. It can also connect to fairness and trust. In difficult times, people watch how leaders speak about compensation. Short, careful sentences reduce conflict. When your English is simple and respectful, your message sounds more stable and professional. In bad news conversations, responsibility language matters. Shoulder the cost is a strong phrase. It signals one side carries the burden. This phrase can trigger argument in meetings. Use it carefully. Speak it slowly. Keep your face relaxed. A calm delivery keeps the phrase from sounding like an attack. Tone changes the meaning. Some updates involve a partner or a vendor. In modern business, a supplier can affect timelines and customer trust. If quality problems appear, the issue spreads fast. It hits social posts and customer messages. The team then shifts into response mode. Your English can stay direct and calm in this mode, with short statements that focus on actions. When the pressure is high, leaders want clarity on survival. Chapter 11 is a very specific term in U.S. business talk. It signals a legal process connected to bankruptcy. If you use Chapter 11, treat it like a serious label. Say it with a steady pace. This is not a casual word. Changes the mood fast. Another phrase that signals a hard end is go under. It is simpler than file for bankruptcy. It sounds direct and plain. People use it in conversation and news. When you say a company may go under, you are naming risk. Risk language needs calm delivery. Your goal is clarity, not drama. Your tone must stay even. Bad news also needs softening skills. Sometimes you want to be indirect for a moment. This is where careful lead-ins help. You can pause. You can choose gentle wording. You can slow down. This is not hiding fact. It is managing emotion in the room. Professional English is not only words. It is timing and pacing. Modern workplaces add a new layer. Written bad news. Teams share updates in Slack, email, and project tools. A short written update can travel fast. People screenshot it. People forward it. This changes how you choose words. Use clean sentences. Use neutral terms. Avoid humor in serious updates. Keep a respectful tone from start to finish. After you deliver bad news, the room needs a next step. A next step can be a meeting, a plan, a call with partners, or a review of inventory. Keep the next step clear. Keep it short. A clear next step reduces panic. It signals leadership. It also helps English learners feel confident during tense moments in real workplaces.
I want to get better at delivering bad news at work, and I want my English to sound calm on video calls, not rushed or dramatic.
That goal matters. Bad news travels fast now through chat apps and dashboards. Short sentences and steady tone help, even when the room feels tense.
My team saw a revenue plunge last month, and the leader asked me to explain it. I felt pressure, and my words became messy.
I understand. When you hear plunge, the mood shifts. Keep the facts first, then the impact, then the next step, with clean pauses.
We also have a big inventory issue. The dashboard shows we are overstocked, and our warehouse manager keeps posting alerts in the channel.
That kind of alert triggers quick reactions. Use neutral status words like inventory and overstocked, and avoid blame words that point at people.
The hardest part is talking about redundancies. People sense fear right away, and they watch every word in email and meetings.
Yes, and written messages spread fast. Keep the language formal and calm, and keep lines short. That helps trust in a tense moment.
Our legal team also mentions regulations governing exit terms. The phrase feels heavy, and it makes the process sound slow and expensive.
It does. Say that phrase slowly and clearly. It sounds official, and it signals constraints without emotion. Then move to the next step.
When leaders discuss a compensation package, people get emotional. I want to speak carefully and still be clear without sounding cold.
Keep a respectful tone and simple wording. Focus on facts and timing. Avoid dramatic language. Calm delivery makes formal terms feel less sharp.
We also had a supplier delay, and the product team blamed quality control issues. The message spread online, and customers started asking questions fast.
That creates pressure. Keep your update focused and short. Name the supplier issue once, then shift to the response plan and customer communication.
I heard someone say we may need to shoulder the cost. That phrase sounded serious, and the room got quiet and tense right away.
Shoulder the cost is strong. Say it slowly, and keep your face calm. Then move to options and responsibilities, with short and clear sentences.
In one meeting, the CFO even mentioned Chapter 11 as a risk. I felt shocked. I wanted to respond, yet I had no words.
Chapter 11 changes the mood fast. In that moment, keep your response simple and calm. Ask for the timeline and the next action.
I also hear people say the company could go under. It sounds simpler than legal language, and it feels direct and scary.
Go under is direct. It fits casual talk, yet it still carries weight. Use it carefully and keep your tone neutral when you repeat it.
My boss likes dramatic phrases like gory details. He uses them in meetings, and the team laughs nervously. Then the mood gets heavier.
Gory details signals unpleasant specifics. It can add drama. You can stay neutral and bring the focus back to facts and priorities.
In modern work, bad news also appears in text messages. A leader posts a short line in Slack, and suddenly everyone panics.
That happens. Keep Slack updates structured. One idea per line. No jokes. No extra emotion. Then offer a time for a live update.
I think my problem is pacing. When I feel stress, I speak fast and lose structure, and my sentences become long and unclear.
Slow down and use pauses. Short sentences give you space. You can breathe, look at notes, and keep the order of facts consistent.
I also want better words for impact. I talk about inventory and sales, yet I struggle to connect it to staffing without sounding harsh.
Use neutral terms. Say the status first. Then mention staffing needs in simple language. Avoid emotional words that sound personal or blaming.
Our HR partner keeps repeating compensation package and regulations governing policies. I can understand, yet I struggle to explain it to my team.
Summarize with simple words and calm tone. Keep the formal terms, then add a short, plain line. That keeps clarity without creating confusion.
During meetings, someone always asks who will shoulder the cost. It turns into conflict. I want to respond with calm words and avoid escalation.
Keep the response tight and neutral. Confirm the question, then state the current status. Then shift to the process for a decision.
When our numbers plunged, I wanted to say we are doomed. I stopped myself, yet the emotion was strong and the room felt heavy.
Good choice to avoid doom language. Use calm business terms. Focus on what is known and what is next. That keeps the room stable.
I also want to practice indirect wording. Sometimes I need to soften a statement before a hard fact, and I want it to sound natural.
Use a short pause and careful wording. Keep it respectful.
Keep it brief.
Indirect does not mean unclear. It means controlled delivery.
We have a remote team. Bad news lands in different time zones. One message hits someone at night, and the reaction becomes intense.
Time zones add stress.
Plan the release of news. Use a clear written note, then schedule a live call, and keep the tone consistent.
Some coworkers react with frustration. They say things like, "for crying out loud." I want to stay calm and not mirror that energy.
Staying calm is professional. You can acknowledge emotion without copying it. Keep your voice steady and bring the focus back to the topic.
When I write emails, I worry about word choice. If I write overstocked, it sounds serious. If I write inventory is high, it sounds softer.
Both work. Overstocked is stronger and more urgent. Inventory is high is softer. Choose based on the audience and the seriousness level.
I also notice leaders mention redundancies in vague terms. People then start rumors in chat, and trust drops quickly across the team.
Clear communication helps reduce rumors. Use simple facts, confirm what is decided, confirm what is not decided, and share the next update time.
Our legal team avoids plain words. They prefer regulations governing compensation package terms. It sounds safe, yet feels distant to staff.
Formal language can feel distant. Pair it with a short, plain summary. Keep the tone respectful. That helps people feel informed and calmer.
I think I need a stronger closing line after bad news. I tend to stop talking suddenly, and the silence feels awkward on a call.
End with a next step and a time. Confirm who owns the next action. That gives structure and reduces confusion in the last seconds.
We also had a quality issue from a supplier once. The product was faulty, and customer support received angry messages across social media.
That kind of moment needs calm updates. Keep the message short. Confirm the response steps. Avoid emotional words. Then repeat the plan consistently.
In a crisis, leaders ask about cash and risk. That is where Chapter 11 talk appears. I want to understand it without fear.
Treat it as a label for a process. Keep your tone neutral. Ask for the timeline, the triggers, and the next meeting where details are shared.
In a meeting last week, my manager used gory details again and asked me to lay it on him. I felt pressure and started rambling.
When you feel that pressure, slow down. Use your structure. Facts, impact, next step. Short lines. Your voice will sound confident.
I also want to avoid absolute words. Words like doomed or never. They feel dramatic, and they can harm morale when people already feel stressed.
Avoiding absolutes is wise. Use measured language. Use numbers and time frames. Keep your tone calm. That style supports trust.
In remote work, people screenshot messages. A short Slack post becomes a headline in the team chat, and fear spreads quickly.
Yes, and that is why clarity matters. Write clean sentences. Keep the main point first. Keep the next update time clear.
When I speak, I want to keep my face calm. On video, People watch expression. A worried face can make the message feel worse.
Nonverbal tone matters. Keep your posture steady. Speak slowly. Use short sentences. A calm presence supports the message.
I also want to ask leaders questions without sounding rude. I want to ask who will shoulder the cost, and I want to ask it professionally.
Use neutral question forms. Keep your voice soft.
Keep your words direct.
Then pause. A calm question invites a calm answer.
When inventory is high, sales teams feel pressure. They start pushing discounts. Then finance warns about margins. The meeting turns tense quickly.
That tension is common. Keep your language neutral and data-based. Short sentences help. They reduce heat and keep attention on facts.
Our HR partner sometimes says redundancies without warning. People freeze. I want to help by reframing with calm words and a clear next step.
You can do that. Confirm the topic, then confirm the process and timing.
Keep it short.
That supports the room without adding extra emotion.
I think the hardest part is delivering bad news to someone you respect. Your voice changes and your mind searches for perfect words.
Perfect words are not required. Clear words are required.
Keep it short.
Keep it respectful. Keep it structured. That is professional English.
I also want to manage follow-up questions. People ask how bad it is, and they want gory details right away during the call.
You can control depth.
Confirm what you can share now.
Confirm what will be shared later. Then offer a time for detailed review.
When leaders mention go under, the mood drops. I want to respond in a way that keeps hope, without sounding unrealistic or fake.
Use balanced language. Confirm risks. Confirm actions. Confirm next steps. A steady tone can hold the room without false promises.
I want to practice a short routine each week. One serious update, one neutral update, one calm next step. I think this will help my fluency.
That routine fits well. Practice in short sessions. Record your voice. Listen once. Adjust pacing and structure. Your delivery will improve fast.
Thanks, Julia. I feel more prepared now. I will focus on structure, calm pacing, and key terms like plunge, overstocked, redundancies, and shoulder cost.
You're on a strong path. Keep your sentences short. Keep your tone steady. Keep your message clear. That is the best English for bad news at work.
Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
The minimum return below which an enterprise becomes unprofitable.
Margin.
The entire amount of income before any deductions are made.
Revenue.
Having no money. Informal.
Broke.
The lowest possible level or absolute bottom.
Hit rock bottom.
Cause to rise rapidly and suddenly.
Skyrocket.
All the small details.
Gory details.
Tell me the bad news.
Lay it on me.
Drop down suddenly and quickly.
Plunge.
Very bad. Having bad results.
Disastrous.
Regarding. About.
In terms of.
Having too many things to sell.
To be overstocked.
Have too many employees.
Be overstaffed.
The amount of products you have to sell.
Inventory.
Remove or take away something that is annoying.
Get rid of.
Layoffs, ending employment of staff for money reasons.
Redundancies.
Be responsible for the cost.
Shoulder the cost.
Rule.
Govern.
Used to express anger or annoyance.
For crying out loud.
Bankruptcy, owing more money than you can pay.
Chapter 11.
The process of controlling the quality of production, quality control.
Quality control. Let's try that faster.
Regarding, about.
In terms of.
Tell me the bad news.
Lay it on me.
Having too many things to sell.
To be overstocked.
Used to express anger or annoyance.
For crying out loud.
Rule.
Govern.
The amount of products you have to sell.
Inventory.
The process of controlling the quality of production, quality control.
Quality control.
The entire amount of income before any deductions are made.
Revenue.
All the small details.
Gory details.
Layoffs, ending employment of staff for money reasons.
Redundancies.
Remove or take away something that is annoying.
Get rid of.
Cause to rise rapidly and suddenly.
Skyrocket.
Very bad, having bad results.
Disastrous.
Having no money, informal.
Broke.
Be responsible for the cost.
Shoulder the cost.
The lowest possible level or absolute bottom.
Hit rock bottom.
Bankruptcy, owing more money than you can pay.
Chapter 11.
Have too many employees.
Be overstaffed.
The minimum return below which an enterprise becomes unprofitable.
Margin.
Drop down suddenly and quickly.
Plunge.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Gory details. Without going too much into the gory details of the current economy, you should know that we expect business to slow down in the next few months. Gory details. Spare me the gory details. How are we going to survive this financial crisis? Gory details. Tell me all about your pregnancy, sparing me the gory details, of course. We need to protect the environment. Therefore, there will be new policies governing corporate levels of pollution starting next month. I don't agree with the regulations governing income taxes. People shouldn't have to give away their hard-earned money. The lack of regulations governing city transportation has led to many traffic accidents. Our insurance for a financial crisis expired 6 months ago, so we are going to have to shoulder the cost of this loss.
We are going to have to shoulder the majority of the costs for this project. Many of our investors pulled out. You are going to have to shoulder the costs if you break that vase. For crying out loud. For crying out loud. When I tell you to have the report done by Wednesday, that means I expect it to be on my desk by the end of the day. For crying out loud. We've got to figure out a new marketing strategy for crying out loud. For crying out loud. For crying out loud. You just got your driving license and you already got in an accident? Let's just say that the economy is so bad that if we still have our jobs in 2 months, we will be lucky. Let's just say that if we don't come up with an exciting marketing strategy soon, we might go bankrupt. She is so incredibly gorgeous. Let's just say that when she walks by, people turn their heads to watch her pass.
Hello, English learners. Welcome to English Pod. I'm joined here today with
Erica.
And my name is Marco. And we're going to be looking at an office lesson today.
That's right. We've got a lesson about describing somebody who's not such a good employee.
Right. So we're going to be talking about how to describe this type of situation and language for making your point.
Yes.
So let's look at some vocabulary from the dialogue in Vocabulary Preview.
Vocabulary Preview.
So 2 words today. The first one is a good fit.
A good fit.
A good fit.
A good fit. So when we're talking about an employee and he's a good fit, it means he's suitable for the job.
Yes, he's suitable for the job or for the company.
Or for the company, right? So the opposite would be not a good fit.
Exactly. The title of today's lesson.
Right. And our last word for Vocabulary Preview, performance.
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 Your performance is
how good or bad you do your job.
Right. So you can have good performance or bad performance.
Just how well you do your job.
Perfect. So now we're ready to listen to our dialogue for the first time. And as always, it's going to be at a normal speed, but you don't have to worry about it.
Because we'll come back and explain all the key language. Now we're going to listen as 2 managers discuss the performance of one employee.
So, Lauren, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about our new customer support representative, Jason Huntley.
Sure, what's up?
Basically, I've got a few concerns about him, and the bottom line is I don't think he's a good fit for our company.
Okay, what makes you say that? I thought you were pleased with his overall performance. Didn't you just tell me last week how impressed you were with his attitude?
Yeah, his attitude is great, but he's really unreliable. Sometimes he's really productive, but then other times, take last Tuesday, for instance, he was 45 minutes late for our morning meeting.
Well, I'm sure he had a perfectly good reason.
But that's not the only thing. You know, he really doesn't have the best work ethic. I'm constantly catching him on MSN and Facebook when he should be talking to clients.
Yeah, but come on, Jeff. As if you don't check Facebook at work. Look, you hired this guy. We've invested a lot of time and money in his training. So now it's up to you to coach him. Make it work, Jeff.
Make it work, Jeff. You would say that, wouldn't you? He is your cousin. What a jerk. Make me hire your stupid, useless cousin.
So apparently Lauren hired her cousin.
Yes.
That's always a complicated situation working with family members.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult for Jeff, doesn't it?
Yeah, and apparently Jeff isn't very happy.
Well, let's look at the language he used to tell us that he's unhappy about this.
Language takeaway.
Okay, the first word on language takeaway today, unreliable.
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 So let's listen to some examples of unreliable so then you can understand what it means.
Example 1.
The trains here are so unreliable. They never arrive on time.
Example 2.
Thomas is pretty unreliable. He never finishes his projects on time.
Example 3.
You promised you would pick me up from work today. You're so unreliable.
We can understand that if someone is unreliable, we can't trust them to do their job, right?
Right. So you don't want to be unreliable. The opposite would be?
Reliable.
Reliable.
You can trust them.
Okay. Our second word today, productive.
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 When you're productive, it means that you accomplish your job, right?
You do a lot of work in a short amount of time.
Productive.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a productive employee.
Yes.
Our third word, work ethic.
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
So a person's work ethic is that person's attitude towards work.
Yes, if someone has a good work ethic, then they are always hardworking and they come to work early and they finish their jobs on time and they stay and do lots of overtime. So that's a good work ethic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And our last word, coach.
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 Coach. When you coach an employee, you train them, right?
Yeah, you help that employee out by showing him or her how to do certain tasks.
Or how to do their job better.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So we've got some great language to describe work performance. Let's listen to our dialogue a second time. This time it'll be a little bit slower so you can understand these words and phrases a little bit more clearly.
So, Lauren, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about our new customer support representative, Jason Huntley.
Sure. What's up?
Basically, I've got a few concerns about him. And the bottom line is I don't think he's a good fit for our company.
Okay. What makes you say that? I thought you were pleased with his overall performance. Didn't you just tell me last week how impressed you were with his attitude?
Yeah, his attitude is great, but he's really unreliable. Sometimes he's really productive, but then other times, take last Tuesday, for instance. He was 45 minutes late for our morning meeting.
Well, I'm sure he had a perfectly good reason.
But that's not the only thing. You know, he really doesn't have the best work ethic. I'm constantly catching him on MSN and Facebook when he should be talking to clients.
Yeah, but come on, Jeff. As if you don't check Facebook at work. Look, you hired this guy. We've invested a lot of time and money in his training. So now it's up to you to coach him. Make it work, Jeff.
You would say that, wouldn't you? He is your cousin. What a jerk. Make me hire your stupid, useless cousin.
All right, so if you noticed, a lot of useful phrases have come up. So let's take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder, today we have 3 phrases.
That's right, 3 phrases that will help us make our point better.
The first one is bottom line.
The bottom line.
The bottom line. Let's listen to how this was used in the dialogue.
And the bottom line is I don't think he's a good fit for our company. And the bottom line is I don't think he's a good fit for our company.
So basically it means...
like the most important point.
The most important point.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. The bottom line. Our second word, overall.
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 Overall. So this is the same as saying on the whole.
Right. The big picture, how you would say.
Yeah, in general.
In general. So his overall performance is good. It means in general.
His performance is good.
Perfect. And our last phrase is very interesting because we can mix it up a little bit.
Yep.
Perfectly good.
Perfectly good.
Perfectly good.
Perfectly good.
So this is an interesting phrase because you can describe different objects in this way.
Yeah, a perfectly good reason.
A perfectly good car.
A perfectly good computer.
So by the sounds of it, it's kind of like justifying.
Yeah, it's saying there's no problem with it.
There's no problem with it. Why would
Yeah.
you throw it away if it's a perfectly good computer?
Exactly.
Okay, perfectly good. Okay, so now we can listen to our dialogue a third time at a normal speed, and now we're ready to understand everything.
So, Lauren, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about our new customer support representative, Jason Huntley.
Sure, what's up?
Basically, I've got a few concerns about him, and the bottom line is I don't think he's a good fit for our company.
Okay, what makes you say that? I thought you were pleased with his overall performance. Didn't you just tell me last week how impressed you were with his attitude?
Yeah, his attitude is great, but he's really unreliable. Sometimes he's really productive, but then other times... Take last Tuesday, for instance. He was 45 minutes late for our morning meeting.
Well, I'm sure he had a perfectly good reason.
But that's not the only thing. You know, he really doesn't have the best work ethic. I'm constantly catching him on MSN and Facebook when he should be talking to clients.
Yeah, but come on, Jeff. As if you don't check Facebook at work. Look, you hired this guy. We've invested a lot of time and money in his training. So now it's up to you to coach him. Make it work, Jeff.
Make it work, Jeff. You would say that, wouldn't you? He is your cousin. What a jerk. Make me hire your stupid, useless cousin.
Hi friends, welcome back. Today we practice office English for talking about an employee in a respectful, clear way with short, modern sentences. In real workplaces, managers often talk privately about a teammate's performance. These talks need calm language. The goal is clarity, not drama. Your words should sound professional, even when you feel frustrated. Simple phrases help you stay focused. You can speak with a steady voice, keep your sentences short, and keep the message clear from the first line to the last. One useful phrase is my concern. Concern sounds polite and serious. It feels better than harsh words. You can say you have concerns, and the listener knows you want to discuss a problem. This word works in meetings, emails, and chat. It also fits modern workplaces where people write quick updates in Slack or Teams and still want a respectful tone. Another important phrase is the bottom line. The bottom line means the main point, the key message, the final conclusion. This phrase helps you stop extra talk. It keeps your message organized. When you use it, your listener prepares for the strongest idea. The phrase feels direct, and it also feels normal in business English. Workplace talk also uses overall. Overall means in general, the big picture. This word helps you balance your message. You can mention strengths and weaknesses without sounding extreme. It keeps your tone fair. Managers often use overall when they review goals, customer feedback, speed, accuracy, and teamwork. It fits modern performance reviews, dashboards, and weekly reports. A key idea in hiring is a good fit. Good fit means the person matches the job and the team. It includes skills, attitude, and habit. In English, good fit sounds normal and professional. Not a good fit sounds firm, yet still polite. This phrase helps you talk about suitability without using insults or personal attack. Many teams track reliability. Unreliable describes someone you cannot count on. It can mean late arrivals, missed tasks, broken promises, or inconsistent communication. Reliable is the positive side. These words appear in HR notes, coaching messages, and team discussions. They also appear in everyday life, when friends talk about plans and trust. Another key word is productive. Productive describes strong output in a short time. A productive person finishes tasks and moves work forward. Unproductive means the opposite. In modern offices, productivity appears in metrics, ticket counts, response times, and project boards. The words productive and unproductive help you describe work results in a simple way. Work ethic is also common. Work ethic describes a person's attitude toward work. It includes effort, focus, responsibility, and consistency. Strong work ethic sounds positive. Poor work ethic sounds negative, yet still professional. This phrase helps you talk about behavior patterns without sounding cruel. It fits performance reviews and also fits casual office talk. Modern workplaces bring distractions. Social media, messages, and quick notifications can pull attention away from clients and tasks. English has polite ways to mention this. You can talk about focus, priorities, and time management. You can mention someone being distracted or off task. These phrases feel modern and realistic for customer support roles and office jobs. Another word that matters is coach. To coach an employee means to guide them, train them, and help them improve. Coaching language feels constructive. It reduces conflict. It also fits company culture in many places. Coaching often includes short feedback, clear expectations, and follow-up meetings. This word appears in onboarding, training plans, and weekly check-ins. In English, managers often separate attitude from performance. Attitude can be friendly and positive, while performance still has gap. This contrast appears often in office speech. It helps you stay fair. You can respect the person while still describing problems. This approach protects relationships and keeps workplace talk professional and calm. Another helpful phrase is perfectly good. Perfectly good means fine, with no real problem. This phrase can sound supportive or skeptical, depending on tone. In office talk, it often appears when someone tries to justify a mistake or delay. Your intonation matters. A calm voice keeps it neutral. A sharp voice can make it sound sarcastic. Meetings also bring time language. Being late, missing a meeting, or delaying a team decision affects everyone. English uses simple time words like minutes, morning meeting, and on time. These words help you describe facts without emotion. Facts are powerful in workplace talk. Clear facts keep the conversation grounded and professional. In modern customer support, communication skills are part of performance. People write tickets, answer chats, and talk to clients on calls. English for this world uses short verbs: reply, resolve, follow up, update, and escalate. When you discuss an employee, these verbs help you describe what happens each day in a simple, realistic way. Tone matters when you disagree with another manager. You can ask questions, clarify points, and stay respectful. Words like I see, I understand, and I hear you can keep the talk calm. Even when the bottom line is serious, a respectful tone keeps the team stable. This is modern workplace English: direct, calm, and clear. Family connections at work can add tension. English has neutral words for this situation. You can mention fairness, boundaries, and responsibility. You can focus on performance, not personal relationship. This keeps the discussion professional. It also helps you avoid emotional language that damages trust inside a team. Keep your language simple when you describe problems. Use concerns, overall, performance, and good fit. Use unreliable, productive, and work ethic to describe patterns. Use coach to show a constructive direction. These words help you speak clearly in meetings, in emails, and in modern workplace chats with short, natural sentences.
I like how these workplace words feel direct and calm. When I say I have concerns, it sounds respectful, and it signals a serious talk.
Yes, and it protects tone. A calm start reduces tension, and it keeps the conversation focused on performance, not personal feelings or gossip.
The phrase bottom line helps me. It lets me state the key message. It stops long stories, and it keeps the meeting efficient.
I agree. Bottom line also helps in chat messages. One clear sentence feels professional, and it avoids misunderstandings in a busy team channel.
Overall is another good tool. It helps me balance feedback. I can mention strengths and gaps without sounding extreme or unfair.
Exactly.
Overall fits review language. It also fits KPI talk, dashboards, and weekly reports where managers look at trends, not single moments.
The phrase good fit comes up in hiring. It feels neutral. It talks about suitability, not personality. It keeps the message professional.
Yes, not a good fit can sound firm, yet polite. It helps managers discuss role match without insults or rude labels.
Unreliable is a strong word. I use it carefully. It points to trust issues like late arrivals, missed tasks, and weak follow-through.
Right, and reliable is the positive version. Teams value reliability. It connects to client trust and smooth teamwork in customer support roles.
Productive is easier to say. It describes output. In modern offices, productivity shows in tickets, response time, and completed tasks.
Yes, and unproductive also matters. It signals low output. It can link to distractions, unclear goals, or weak planning habits.
Work ethic is more about attitude. It includes effort and focus. Managers use it when someone has talent, yet daily habits look weak.
True. Work ethic is common in reviews. It can sound respectful, and it helps describe patterns without calling someone lazy.
Coaching language is my favorite. Coach sounds constructive. It suggests improvement. It feels better than punishment language or blame language.
Coaching also matches modern culture. Teams talk about growth, training, and feedback loops. Coach fits onboarding plans and check-in meetings.
In remote work, distractions increase. Social apps and messages pop up. Managers often mention focus and priorities in a calm way.
Yes, and they can mention being off task. They can talk about time management. Short phrases keep it professional in remote settings.
I also noticed the phrase perfectly good. It can sound supportive or it can sound skeptical. Tone decides the meaning.
Exactly.
With a warm tone, it sounds kind. With a sharp tone, it sounds sarcastic. Learners need to notice that difference.
Bottom line and overall also depend on tone. If you speak too fast, it sounds harsh. A steady pace keeps it calm.
Pace matters a lot. In meetings, short sentences help. They reduce confusion, and they help non-native speakers follow the main point.
In customer support, performance includes communication. Reply quality, clarity, and speed matter. Managers often mention these in reviews.
Yes, and they mention follow-up habits. They also mention accuracy. These words are simple, and they fit modern ticket systems.
The good fit idea also includes team style. A role needs certain habits. If those habits are missing, the fit feels weak.
Right.
Fit includes reliability and work ethic. It also includes willingness to learn. Coaching can improve fit over time.
Sometimes one bad week creates drama. Overall helps reduce that. It keeps managers from reacting to one moment.
Exactly.
Overall pushes people to look at patterns. It supports fairness. It also helps protect team trust.
When two managers disagree, language matters. I like using calm phrases like I see your point and I want to clarify.
That keeps respect. It avoids conflict. It also keeps the meeting productive, even when the topic feels sensitive.
The word concern is useful for disagreement too. I can say my concern is reliability. It stays focused and respectful.
Yes, it frames the issue as a topic, not an attack. That is important in multicultural workplaces and diverse teams.
In modern offices, chat tools capture everything. Messages become records. Clear, polite language matters even more.
Exactly.
A harsh message stays in the channel. A calm message supports culture. It also protects the writer later.
I also think about family connections. When someone is a relative, managers need fairness language and clear boundaries.
True. The focus stays on performance and role. That keeps the team stable. It also reduces rumors inside the office.
Coaching a weak employee needs structure. Clear goals, clear timelines, and short feedback lines help a lot.
Yes, and coaching can include shadowing, check-ins, and skill practice. The word coach covers all of that in one simple verb.
I like the phrase bottom line in emails. It can start a paragraph. It signals the key point and the decision.
And it keeps emails short. Long emails feel heavy. Short, clear emails feel modern and professional.
Unreliable can feel strong. I often pair with facts. Facts like late arrivals and missed deadlines keep it grounded.
Facts protect fairness. They reduce emotion. They also help the employee understand what needs to change.
Productive also works with facts. You can know completed tasks and closed tickets. It feels objective and clear.
Yes, and it supports praise too. You can say overall performance is strong, and you can still mention one concern.
Work ethic is harder to measure. Managers often look at effort signs like focus, consistency, and follow through on small tasks.
Right.
Work ethic shows in habits. It shows in how someone uses time. It shows in whether they stay engaged during work hours.
Social media at work is a common issue. Managers can mention focus without sounding controlling. They can mention client priority.
Yes, and they can set clear expectations. Expectations keep coaching simple. Short rules are easier to follow.
The phrase good fit also helps with transfers. A person may fit another role better. The language stays polite and practical.
Exactly.
Fit language allows options. It keeps the employee's dignity. It also protects the manager's professionalism.
I also like overall for yearly reviews. It supports big picture talk. It helps managers summarize progress in a calm way.
Overall fits goals and growth. It supports a balanced message. It also supports teamwork language in leadership settings.
Perfectly good also appears with equipment. A manager may say a laptop is perfectly good. It can sound practical and calm.
Yes, and the tone can be friendly. It can also show frustration. Learners can listen for stress and intonation cues.
Coach can apply to managers too. A manager can ask to be coached on leadership, meetings, and communication.
That feels modern. Growth mindset language is common now. Coach fits that trend and keeps the message positive.
In meetings, I prefer short sentences. I state the concern, I state the facts, then I state the bottom line.
That structure feels strong. It also helps listeners take notes. It fits remote meetings and in-person meetings equally well.
Unreliable behavior affects teams quickly. People lose trust. Work slows down. Clients feel it. The word unreliable captures that.
Yes, and reliable employees reduce stress. Teams plan better. Managers worry less. Reliability is a key part of performance.
Productive employees also shape culture. Others follow their pace. It creates momentum, and work feels smoother.
True. Productivity without teamwork can still cause issues. Work ethic includes respect, responsibility, and cooperation with the team.
When a manager speaks too emotionally, the message loses power. Calm language keeps authority. It also keeps the relationship intact.
Exactly. Calm language supports fairness. It also reduces defensiveness. The employee can listen and respond without panic.
I think concern, overall, and bottom line form a strong set. They help a manager speak clearly in one meeting.
Yes, and good fit ties it to hiring decisions. It helps decide whether coaching is enough or whether a change is needed.
Modern offices also use performance improvement plans. The language needs to be clear and neutral. Coaching language fits that style.
It does. It also supports follow-up meetings. A manager can track progress with simple words, and the employee understands expectations.
In chat, I avoid sarcasm. Perfectly good can sound sarcastic. I keep tone warm, and I keep words neutral.
Good strategy. Tone is harder in text. Short, neutral phrases reduce risk. Respect stays visible in the conversation.
I also watch the word unreliable. In some contexts, it sounds harsh. I use it in private talks, not in public channels.
Yes, privacy matters. Feedback belongs in a private space. Public criticism damages trust and harms team morale.
Productive praise can be public, though. A short compliment boosts morale. It supports culture and motivates the team.
Absolutely. Praise feels safe in public. Concerns belong in private. That balance feels modern and healthy in good workplaces.
Coaching sessions also need timing. Short weekly check-ins work well. They keep progress steady and keep problems from growing.
Yes, and they give the employee a clear path. Clear steps feel supportive. The manager stays consistent and fair.
In hiring, good fit also includes communication style. Customer support needs calm tone, clear writing, and steady empathy.
True.
That connects to performance too. A person can be productive, yet still struggle with client tone and clarity.
Overall language helps that balance. You can praise speed, then mention tone. It stays fair and professional.
Exactly. Overall prevents extremes. It allows nuance, yet the sentences can stay short and simple for learners.
I like how this vocabulary works in many jobs. Retail, offices, call centers, and remote teams all use these words.
Yes, the words are flexible. Concern, bottom line, overall, performance, good fit, unreliable, productive, work ethic, and coach appear everywhere in modern work talk.
Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Worry. Concern. Most important point. General. Overall. How well someone does their job. Performance. Not able to be trusted. Unreliable. Doing a lot in a short amount of time. Productive. Having no problems, just fine. Perfectly good. Attitude to work. Work ethic. Teach and train someone new skills. Coach. Regularly makes bad decisions. Poor judgment. Bad attitude to work. Poor work ethic. Able to be trusted and relied upon. Dependable. A bad member of a group who makes things more difficult for others. A bad apple. Not productive, not doing a lot. Unproductive.
Let's try that faster.
Able to be trusted and relied upon. Dependable. Doing a lot in a short amount of time. Productive. Attitude to work. Work ethic. Teach and train someone new skills. Coach. A bad member of a group who makes things more difficult for others. A bad apple. Regularly makes bad decisions. Poor judgment. Not productive, not doing a lot. Unproductive. Bad attitude to work. Poor work ethic. Most important point. How well someone does their job. Performance. Not able to be trusted. Unreliable. General. Overall. Having no problems, just fine. Perfectly good. Worry. Concern.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
I interviewed someone today, but I don't think he'll be a good fit for our company. You'll be a really good fit for this position. You have all the right skills and experience. I don't know. Do you think she'll be a good fit? Work ethic. Francis has a really good work ethic. He always finishes his projects on time. Work ethic. The people in this company don't have a strong work ethic. Work ethic. If you want to be a lawyer, you have to have a really good work ethic. Coach. I need you to spend some time coaching the new sales associate. Coach. I'm not very good at running meetings. Can you coach me? Coach. Jim is coaching me on presentation skills. We just won't be able to finish this project on time. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is that your work is not good enough. When you're late for meetings, you delay the whole team. That's the bottom line. Overall. There are a few problems, but overall, I think he is doing a good job. Overall. There are a few mistakes here, but overall, this is a good report. Overall. Overall, we've been very successful this year. Perfectly good. Why do you want to get a new computer? This one is perfectly good. Perfectly good. I can't believe you're going to throw out your iPod. It's perfectly good. Perfectly good. I'm sure you had a perfectly good reason for being late. Productive. I was so productive at work today, I managed to finish 3 important projects. Productive. I can't be productive with all this noise. Productive. We weren't very productive last week. We'll have to work a lot harder this week to finish everything. Unreliable. The trains here are so unreliable. They never arrive on time. Unreliable. Thomas is pretty unreliable. He never finishes his projects on time. Unreliable. You promised you would pick me up from work today. You're so unreliable.